All right, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. On to the Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. The narrative would never end. It would never stop. Can't stop, won't stop. This thing is here fully fledged to stay. Through the spirit, seen this guy Biden today, and basically the same narrative. They're taking fear, and with that fear, they're capitalizing with that fear, and to keep this thing going. It says world will never eradicate COVID, Fauci. And why would he say such a thing? Because this is, it's like the same thing as 9/11. All right, you keep the fear mongering going. The fear train must go on. That's why you got these clowns with their children believing that they're safe by putting these things on them. They just falling for the trap. It says the White House chief medical advisor, Anthony Fauci, said it's unlikely that, will ever be wiped out. Inserts that the world is just going to have to start living with it. And why would he say such a thing? Because this is the money maker. This is the end game. They believe. Hey, sorry. Slovakia. They said it in particular that the worst yet to come, and they wait for that Omega strain. Now, a lot of scientists says the more something mutates, the more weaker it gets. But why would they not put that? Because this is a narrative they're trying to push. During an interview with CBS Face the Nations on Sunday, Fauci said he didn't believe, what was ever going to entirely go away. He noted that the world had only ever eliminated one infection completely. Smallpox. Smallpox. We're going to have to start living with, believing that the case, I don't think we're going to eradicate it, Fauci told CBS. Fauci pointed to disease such as malaria, polio, measles, noting that having become almost non-existent through a very, very, very intensive, campaign. And he said the combination of millions of unjuiced Americans and waning protection for those who had received the initial shots had resulted in any overall diminished level of community immunity. See? This shit is funny. I didn't even get to read this. That's why I'm laughing. Because he said it before, and long 70% of people got it, that would be the herd immunity. Now he just switched the game up. Like how he switched the game up too. He said 70, then he went to 80, then he said 90. So this shows you that this devil is not going to let this thing go. This is a masterful plan that the opportunity that they see that's in front of them, they will never let it go. He noted that this had raised questions about the country's ability to defend off a potential fifth wave of the disease. We certainly have the potential to go into a fifth wave, and the fifth wave or magnitude of any increase will really be dependent upon what we do in the next few weeks to come to a couple of months, he said. So they went from we just gonna lock things down for a little bit to a whole goddamn year, get back to some type of normal when the juice was being released. And now they basically say we're gonna go, without him saying it, we're gonna go back to that bullshit. So describing the current infection rate of nearly 80,000 cases per day as unacceptable, and added that the daily caseload noted to be below the 10,000 case threshold, warning the troublesome microchrome, sound like a freaking transformer variant discovered last week might be resistant current vaccines and treatments. He told NBC it was a clearing call for vaccine skeptics and others to put aside all of these differences and get those shots and boosters. He said it would be possible to get a level of control that's low enough that doesn't interfere with our functions and does not have a major effect on society. So this bullshit narrative, once again, is being broadcasted to the people. But to let the world know, without a shadow of a doubt, this shit is here to stay. Which we already know through the spirit. Alright? This devil consistently says the same bullshit every single day. Every day. And it so happens when they chose to do this around Thanksgiving. Alright? Let me just get this couple quick scriptures. Proverbs 24 and 21. My son, fear the Lord and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to changes. And that's Esau. Esau is ever changing. He's never settled. Alright? Let's look at the word meddling. To pledge, exchange, mortgage, engage, occupy, undertake for, give pledges. And these people have given the pledges. Alright? They pledged to this damn devil that these things will go back to normal. It has never went back to normal. It says be or becomes certainty. Take on pledge, give in pledge. Take on pledge, go certainty. For, to give pledge, to exchange, to pledge. We get the point. Alright? It says, real quick, I got something else. Isaiah 1 says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and to stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and the horsemen, because they are very strong. All right, and that's how people tend to go with whatever's given, presented to them. All right, and they believe in the system that's there, and that same system is the same system that actually kept you blind, all right, oppressed. But they didn't trust in this man. They didn't trust in this system. That's why they're going to be destroyed by the system, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Yet he is also is wise and will bring evil, and will not call back to his words, but all arise against the house of the evildoers, and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now the Egyptians are men and not God. Fauci is a man. He's not a God. All right? Fauci allows you to eat with your family. Fauci said last year not to eat with your family. He is portraying himself to be a God, to be a leader. All right? He's supposed to be the health expert. And people are following what this mother effer saying. So they're presenting him, Bill Gates, and everything like that as guys, as experts, people that knows what's best for people, but them not knowing that these people are leading you to your destruction. Okay, it says that the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses flesh and not spirit. Talking about what? The army, the military might, and so forth. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that hopeth shall fall down, and all shall fail together. Which got me, what was it? The deceiver and the deceiver are his. Okay? It says, scripture says also, the blind lead the blind, they both what? Shall fall in the ditch. So these people that think of themselves to be in safety, they're doing the right thing accordingly, they're gonna fail miserably. Okay? Now that Omicron, alright, which is just another bullshit variant. But that variant, brothers had showed it, the video, that damn name was actually a movie of alien invasion and so forth. So this is all plotted out perfectly by a set of individuals. But eventually it's gonna fail miserably. Alright? It's gonna fail miserably. Matter of fact, I'm just ending off on that. Job 20. And 17. You should not see the rivers of floods and the brook of honey and butter. It's talking about what? Esau's trying to accomplish his new world order. It says what Job, the 5th chapter, tells you about the enterprise. All right. And we've seen the steps that they're taking, because they're going to try to lock everything down. This time, when they do that, they're going to go after the people that's unjust, which is going to mean turmoil, chaos, all right? And whenever the real thing happens, this real pandemic, this outbreak, if they decide to go that route, if the Lord allows that route, that's when they're going to go after everybody that's not part, that didn't take part, all right? And then once he establishes new world order, he won't be able to enjoy anything. He can't. It says, that which he labored for, he shall restore, and he shall not swallow down. According to his substance shall the restitution be. He shall not rejoice therein, because he have oppressed and forsake the poor, because he have violently taken away an house which he buildeth not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desire. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods in the fullness of his sufficiency. When he's about to establish a new world order, he's about to got everything locked down. He got the majority of people taking all sorts of juices. All right, got the Revelation 13:16 on these people. Masses of people scared to death died from all these outbreaks, wars, and so forth. He establishes new world order. All right, brought massive confusion, but now everybody's looking to them for all the answers. He think that he wiped out all the Israelites. This is all part of his assuming fullness of his sufficiency. All right. He shall be in straits, meaning he shall have it be difficult for him. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him, and that's the resistance. All right. Which is, when you look up the word there, is amal, which means labor. All right. So everybody's gonna get their hands on this man, because through what? Through famine, the lack of bread, these people is going to lose it. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he eating. And right now, good news is, they're eating. So this narrative, this story, is never going to go away. Shit. They had, even in the movie, was it Songbird? They had a scene 21. Here we are in 2021, which we're about to go 2022. They already have everything set in motion to call the next one 2021. I mean, scene 21. So this devil, man, it's beautiful. This masterful plan is gonna fail miserably. All right, anybody that trusts in this man, you're gonna fail with him. So with that being said, let's start real quick to the spirit. Shalom to the elect, the nation is Shalom.